Oh, here we go.
Yep. I really love the soundtrack, though.
The Viking with the Gatling gun.
Yep.
But her main weapon is the axe.
Yeah, here it goes.
Oh, well, that just got easy.
Yeah, but you notice how she only has 2 hearts?
Uh-huh.
So
She's more powerful, but she can't. So is stage 3, you only have 1 heart?
I don't know. I don't remember. I do remember stage 3 is Hacker Man, though.
So at no point do you get to actually choose your character.
No.
They just didn't want to confuse you with choices. I get it.
Yeah, they wanted to add its own unique challenge per stage.
Well, don't forget what we learned in the first challenge. Sometimes you got to give up some of your bonus to move around and get away from enemies so you can gun them down.
Yeah.
Because it looks like that gun goes through several enemies at a time. Yep.
Ah, shit.
Yep. Get overwhelmed.
That's where the challenge comes in. Okay.
Just got to use your horniness. That's why she's wearing the headdress.
To paraphrase a character from Rocky 4, you play these things, they keep you fertile. That was Polly from Rocky 4. That's who I was thinking of. Who said that? Sorry, my 43-year-old brain doesn't really agree with me. On direct quotes, especially.
So, I just have one question. What's a Rocky? I know I'm supposed to be giving commentary while you're doing this, but I'm kind of holding my breath and hoping that I don't interfere with your progress.
Oh no, please do, because it just makes me stronger with each playthrough.
To distract you, then I have to watch you start over again. So I'm kind of torn. I've got this duality going where, like, do my job or just do it enough to still be recognized as existing so we can get to the next level. This is just so content dense, you know, I don't want to miss anything. You know, the variety of outfits, the level design, I mean, there's just so much to take in, you know?
There is.
Like, why does that one person down there have their lights on, but no one else does? The whole city's dark, except for that one window right there in the background. But I don't want you to look at that, because that'll distract you and you'll take damage.
You mean, damn it, I was looking at it. Shit. I thought I had a moment to do it. Damn it. Oh.
You see? But you want me to keep doing my job? Do you see what I mean? We're going to be stuck in this purgatory unless I shut the fuck up.
Well, that's okay, because
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just describe stuff going on in the background, and you're going to have to take a moment and look to see if you believe me or not.
Well, just remember, we also had 10 episodes of Final Fantasy 15. Hey, remember
Look,
how long it took us to get to that?
I've made mistakes, okay? I've made 10 mistakes before. I would even say I've made 15 mistakes.
Here we go. Oh, yeah.
That's funny. You see the broken window in the background? Every once in a while, something that kind of looks like SpongeBob kind of pops up in that window.
Hey, look, 2 lights came on.
Is it a light, or is every single one of those blocks a light?
Well, my thought is if there was a Gatling gun going on right outside my window, I would probably take a peek and then run like hell. So I would only imagine them turning on their light briefly and then just getting the hell out of there.
There's 45 cubes in each window.
You actually counted those?
No, I did math. I counted the left side and the bottom row. Oh, there's a walking sign. If you cross the street, does the walking sign go away? I guess we'll never find out.
We'll find out next playthrough. Yeah. There we go. 1.
No, doesn't seem to have changed, but here's the sun. It is also a little weird that, like, I get the game's like an over-the-top game, but why are there just crates stacked next to the building higher than a person could stack them? Like, you're not driving a forklift around in the streets to move these big boxes around.
It's the 80s, bro. That's what they did.
That's all they did, is they just piled big crates in the street.
Yeah.
And oil barrels everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's there was a skater movie I was trying to think of, and I can't think of it.
Well, now you've got a moment.
I know the biker movie Rad, but that I don't remember boxes being stacked for them.
How far to the right have you actually been able to go before?
Wait, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones at the very end of the movie. Remember that warehouse?
But that was a warehouse.
Okay, you remember at the beginning of Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull? There was nothing but boxes in that whole scene. It was just nothing but boxes.
But where were they?
Area
were they in a
50.
downtown urban scenario?
No.
They were in Area 15? You mean they were in a military base and there were boxes stacked up? Okay, that's normal. This is a street.
Area
This
51.
is downtown. The least convenient place to have giant crates stacked everywhere and oil drums.
Well, maybe it's where they keep all their liquor because there's a bar right there.
You know, this is Kung Fury. Maybe liquor is what's raining from the sky right now.
Yeah, you never know. And maybe that's just a normal side effect from the mother modem, you know?
Mother modem side effect, huh?
Yeah, it just creates random boxes and barrels just sitting there.
It's kind of like the heart of the hard drive.
Yeah.
It's kind of what puts the floppy in floppy disk.
Yeah. Oh. She definitely went floppy on me.
Yep. You've heard of CD-ROM? We'll get ready for CD-RAM. Get over here and get a RAM job. I want you to know I have been very good, and I have not made an axe joke. It's too easy.
Well, maybe I should be the one to go ahead and break that trend and ask you the question. Okay.
Oh, come on. That was no accident. But if you say it just right, if you say it with the perfect accent, it probably makes sense.
You made me miss.
Yeah, you need to be more accurate. Like this game, I'm reaching all the way around.
All right. Shit.
Extra, extra. Told you it was too easy.
It is. But it's kind of a challenge for me. I'm going to scrape the bottom of the barrel on all these jokes. I've got nothing.
I mean, this game's pretty bottom of the barrel gaming.
You got a point there.
I mean, if you look at the top center, they've got the bar set real high.
Fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna die. Hang on. All right. Are you done? You done?
Oh, me? No, you have to be playing for me to be undone.
Okay. I'm gonna focus now.
Okay. You're just gonna laugh harder the longer I keep quiet, aren't you?
I'm sorry, the bar joke had me.
Okay, so I have a real question.
Okay.
It's not a real question. It's a bullshit question. But,
Okay.
But it is a conversational question. So, why would they call the weapon that she's using? What would you call the weapon she's using? First off.
Gatling axe.
A Gatling axe. So she has a Gatling gun. She pulls out the axe and the gun interchangeably. Another name might be a minigun, right?
Yeah.
I feel like instead of a minigun, because it's not small, a better name would have been a manigun, right? Because it shoots many bullets.
Nah.
Right?
Maybe.
It's just something that's bothered me for a really long time. It's a minigun. It doesn't look mini, but I get it. It's a smaller version of a larger gun. It's actually a smaller version of a Gatling gun. And that's why it's called a minigun. Well, at least my understanding. I'm no firearms expert here. But it definitely shoots many bullets. It makes more sense. Oh, I just saw a fish jump up. In the water behind you. Might have been a dolphin. It would be pretty funny as you progress, larger and larger wildlife would jump out of the water, sometimes not even aquatic. Like you just see a giraffe just fly through the air coming out of the water, then elegantly dive back in. Now that would be some primo animation.
That would be pretty awesome. I don't know. Like I said, the animation in this is... Because, I mean, they do a lot of different...
Like a rhino jump off a big building back there and cannonball into the water. And then you'd have a real wave on your hands.
There you go again.
I don't know how I get here, okay? I'm not really trying. It's just like, okay, well, it's right there. I gotta take it. I mean, somebody walks up to you with a bacon wrapped shrimp, you don't go, no. You go, yeah, I gotta take this. You know, someone calls you for your colonoscopy results. You don't go, no, you go, no, I gotta take this.
You do have points.
That's what this game's missing. A score. I mean, not like a musical score, like an actual like score system.
Oh yeah, it is.
We've made things that we've referred to as games before, and it's really not difficult to put a scoreboard on here.
Yeah, not at all. I wish I had their level of creativity. Because, I mean, the less you do is better. I mean, there's so many things to compete out there, and you don't want to put too much into a game if you especially don't expect a lot of sales from it. You know what I mean? I mean, I see the logic of it. They're just capitalizing off the name, and they're trying to do something unique with the property.
How many people do you think it took to make this game?
Well, I mean, the animations are pretty thorough, you know.
What do you think? 2 people? Maybe a person?
I mean, do you think you could do all this? I've seen your capabilities before, but I mean, that's pretty.
I definitely think I could do all this.
Yeah, maybe. It would take some time, though.
I mean, you realize I don't have to come up with something new. I'm literally just taking stuff from the show and making it into pixel art.
That sounds.
There's no art direction needed. The art direction is already established.
Okay, I guess that's fair. And plus, if you are skilled in, you know, drawing and animating and all that, I guess it wouldn't be hard for you. But for a guy like me, I can't wrap my head around it.
I feel like this was made by an animator only. The guy made the animations, but he's not a gameplay guy. And that's all he did. He's like, okay, well, because if you think about it, you're testing animations, you need exactly this setup, right?
Yeah.
You know, you need to be able to attack in every direction. You need to be able to make sure your combos are working. And so you endlessly feed enemies at yourself. Well, boom, you run out of time in the budget. All right, well, let's put out what you've got. You're like, okay, well, I've got the animation demo. Okay, slap wave numbers on it. I mean, if you think about it, when I made that pickle game, you know, where you kind of moved your way through this maze and you had things shooting at you and you clicked to move around, slip the pickle.
Yeah.
It was just, I needed to test the animations, and I needed to test the attacks, and I needed to test the timing. So I just made a scenario that complemented all that, and then you go to the end, and it just basically resets with all the variables ticked up by 1. And that was it. You know, each stage just got harder and harder and harder, because the variables just all increased by 1 no matter what it was. And that was just my demo.
Yeah.
But I could easily go level 1 complete, level 2 complete, and that's, you know, levels. That's what this feels like, as someone was testing out their animations, and then they said, okay, that's it, we're gonna release what we've got.
I don't know, these animations are pretty clean, man.
I know, the animations got completed, but what about the rest of the game? That's what I'm saying, is I think this was made by just an animator, not by a game designer.
Yeah, okay, you do have a fair point. But again, I'm used to game production studios spending a lot of time and money from back in the day doing stuff like this. Nowadays,
oh yeah, it was really difficult to do back in the day because you had to program per pixel.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you can make animations like this on your phone. I literally have. There's applications where you literally just touch a cell and it adds a pixel. You just touch what color you want and then touch the cell. It's already got it like gridded out for you. But I'm not, again, I'm not bashing the animations at all. I love the retro. I like the effort they put into it. The combos look great. It seems smooth without being too interrupty from animation to animation, because you have to move faster and faster, right? And they all seem to kind of go together. Yeah. But that's kind of my point, is there's no other substance to the game except the way it sounds and plays. But you could buy this song off of like Fiverr, right?
Okay, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we know they didn't buy the assets that they're using, at least not the main characters. They could have bought the Nazis, but they could have bought, maybe the background scene, but probably not. I mean, if they're capable of making this foreground character, then they easily put together what's in the background there. And I really do like that they're using this CRT, the tube bend effect, to make it feel even more, retro. And you can see the pixels, which are not square. They look kind of almost circular with the bloom from the pixels back in the day. If you got too close, you're looking at a really bright screen, then you would see the bloom of the pixels, so it wouldn't look square. So they're even trying to emulate that kind of bloom effect too, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But then there's nothing else to the game. It's visual and audio. And the gameplay, I mean, don't get me wrong, the gameplay is not bad, but you're literally just playing your character's animation over and over again for combat and nothing else. There's no jump, there's no hook swing, there's no flying through the air like Thor, there's no driving the car. It's just you standing there doing your attack animations. Not even moving unless your attack moves you,
That's fair. But me, I'm always impressed with these simple ideas that people come up with.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah. Again, I'm not discrediting the product overall. I'm just like making an observation that I think this was just made by an animator.
Who happens to be a production company.
Well, he probably put it together, said, look, I can't afford to license this myself. He said, here, I'll offer it up to you. You give me a percentage of the cut, and then you know what this feels like? This feels like a weekend game. It feels like he slapped together as part of a weekend competition or something. Because the animations are good, but there's no other gameplay. And this is the kind of stripped down product you get from some of those competitions.
Okay. I wonder if they have an actual credit thing in the menu. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, I would be curious to see how many. I like it when you've got the games that was only made by one person and they just keep doing anagrams of their own name, or they just say their name over and over again for every position.
Yeah. I saw a game like that today. On my Atari VCS, which basically has every indie developer you could think of. Well, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Basically, it's just strictly an indie console with an Atari brand. But at least Atari's recognizing the people that are still making cartridges and stuff for their consoles. I think that's pretty cool.
It is.
We're like, yeah, this was a homebrew game that won this competition, and we're just selling the cartridge here online.
Oh, speaking of which, do you have access to Netflix still?
Yeah.
All right. When we get done here today, I have homework for you. I want you to go watch at least the first episode of Captain Laserhawk.
Captain Laserhawk? That sounds so familiar.
Mm-hmm. So, Ubisoft makes Far Cry, right?
Yeah.
Well, they made a kind of mini game that's over the top, ridiculous, called Dragon's Blood.
Oh, I know that game. Yes.
Well, they took that and they made that same over-the-top ridiculousness. They made a show called Dragon Blood Laserhawk, Captain Laserhawk.
Okay, I'm sold.
And they take characters from all the Ubisoft games and pull it in. Like, one of the obvious ones is Rayman, is one of the major characters. and he is just a scoundrel. He's like a talk show host, and he's just the worst kind of entity. Like he's a corporate evil level mentality. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, and yeah, I think you'd enjoy that based on this, and if you stick with it, you'll get to a really fun episode where they go into virtual reality and the whole aesthetic of the show changes to like Wing Commander level of animation.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
This is definitely my show.
It's live acting, but they've definitely like made it look like Wing Commander kind of aesthetic.
This makes me happy.
Yeah, you gotta check it out. And I'm telling you, if you don't laugh through the whole first episode, then you've got brain damage. Or if you do, you might have brain damage. I mean, you know, kind of goes, you know, need it to have it to get it to want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, I like the fireflies dripping off the light above the door in the background. It doesn't happen constantly. I assume it's fireflies or bugs, but it's weird. They like drip all the way to the ground.
Oh, it's like little sparks.
I mean, I guess, but they look like, yeah, it could be like embers, but embers usually go up. I kind of think it's like water from the rain dripping off of it and the water droplets lit up by the light.
Oh, it could be that too.
But then now I just now saw one that like kind of flew off to one side instead of going straight down like most of them do.
Pay attention to all the details, man. It's crazy.
Well, I didn't, so the person that made it definitely did, and I'm sure they appreciate me paying attention to it.
Yeah, no, it's awesome because it's stuff that I missed, and you're like, oh, cool, I need to look at that.
Well, if you pay attention to it, you'll die.
Ooh, pretty fire. Like a moth drawn to a flame, I'm the same. Sorry, a little typo negative there. Distracted or not, I still can't get past level 2.
Well, remember, you got to use that moving around strategy when the chicks in the white scrubs show up.
Yeah, but they show up so fast now, it's like I'm kind of like forced to use a Gatling gun.
Well, that's what I'm saying is when you see them show up, start comboing away from them, and then turn around and Gatling gun a whole line of them.
Shit.
Oh, that's fine. Keep going. See, they teleport behind you. See? It's almost time for you to Gatling gun them.
Almost.
But hey, you could have lost one heart per. And you lost one heart to 3 of them.
Yeah, that's just getting lucky there. Oh, man. Okay. One more time. And then after that,
in you.
I'm going to check out the credits. Because I want to see how many people it took to make this game.
I'm being real quiet not to distract you. You're doing really well. I just want to give you my vote of confidence. I think we're gonna do this time together, you and me. Hang in there. I believe in you. And other words of affirmation.
They're throwing a lot of Ellen DeGeneres at me.
They're being very generous. They're Ellen DeGeneres. I bet you did not see what I did there.
I totally saw what you did there. No! That's a way through, though. So, that's all that matters. I got close. I got really close. But we can save, episode 3, 4, and 5 for other episodes if we decide to revisit this again.
Oh, yeah, we definitely should come back to this game. There's just so much material for us to use here.
Oh yeah, there's 3 more levels. All right.
I mean, I guess the boss mechanics are unique. Tell me the boss fights are different.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Oh, that's funny.
Gave me the blue screen of death.
Makes too much sense.